haven't done a favorites video in so long. I think we're long overdue for one. What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I am Julie of Julie's Plans. In today's video, I'm going to be going over some of my favorite items from the last few months. I would love to do a monthly favorites video, but honestly, I don't buy that many things. Okay, that's not totally true. I buy a lot of things, but honestly, sometimes I'm just not sure that it's worth making it part of the video. Most of the time, what I like to do is split my favorites videos into two categories. First being more planner or business related, and then the others being more lifestyle related. So let's get some of the business things out of the way first. My first favorite item is actually my Plum paper monthly planner. I actually have started using this for a lot of my content planning. If you have followed me for a while, then you'll know that I used an EC monthly deluxe for several years to plan out my content. And this year I have decided to go with the Plum paper monthly planner. So one of the biggest reasons that I decided to go with this planner is the customization. With Plum paper, you can actually change so many parts of the planner and add things that really are suited for your needs. You can even customize a lot of the pages in here. Since this one is just monthly, I couldn't customize the monthly view or anything like that, but I was able to put in some additional add-ons that I felt were important to me. So there's a habit tracking section that I actually sort of make into my own, that I can track the production of all of my videos and content. Specifically here on YouTube. And then I can add the additional notes pages that I need, and you can even add them throughout the planner or just at the back of the planner, which is one of the things that I absolutely love about Plum paper. And I'll be sure to leave a link down to the website below down in the description, but if you would like a coupon, you can email me or just shoot me a message on Instagram and I will get that coupon over to you. It is by email system, so you do have to send me your email. So a couple of the other favorites in this section actually have directly to do with the production of my videos. And the first thing that I recently purchased to help with the production of my videos is new editing software. So for years and years, I have been using iMovie, which is actually great, and it's free. But I decided I wanted to try something else and maybe just develop some more editing skills that would help me pretty much level up my content here on YouTube specifically. So I recently purchased Final Cut Pro, and I'm just gonna say that while it's one of my favorite new things, I'm still kind of in the learning phase of Final Cut Pro. There's definitely a learning curve when you jump from iMovie to Final Cut Pro. There's so much more detail and things within the software that you can do to edit your videos that just make it challenging, but in a good way. I feel like I'm just learning so much more about editing my videos, and I like that there are more options available. There are a ton of videos that you can find here on YouTube that will teach you literally everything that you need to know to use Final Cut Pro, and I would just highly recommend it. If you feel yourself getting bored with iMovie or with whatever editing software that you're currently using, I think that Final Cut Pro is a good challenge for you as a content creator. Now, Final Cut Pro is not cheap. I need to put emphasis on that because I think it is probably one of the most expensive things that I have ever purchased for my business. It is $300. However, if you have been doing this for a while, one, it's a business expense, and two, you're probably used to editing already and you see the benefits with using Final Cut Pro. So I definitely recommend searching around Instagram, YouTube, all of those things, reaching out to other content creators and see if they have used it, if they like it, and what challenges they face using it, and see if it is something for you. Another thing that I purchased for my business that I'm super excited about is I actually purchased a new camera. I have been using the Canon G7X for a little bit under a year, and while I love that camera, I also knew that there were some features to it that I just wasn't 100% happy about it. I still will be using it from time to time, such as when we can travel again, just because it's definitely a lighter, more compact camera, and for some reason it's not here in my office. But I recently went ahead and purchased the Canon M50. Now, I am not a tech guru. I just know that it is a mirrorless camera. It has a flip screen over here on the side, which is why sometimes you see me kind of looking that way. But the big thing to me that really mattered was the audio and being able to add an external microphone to this camera. You can do the same thing with a Canon G7X Mark II. I know nothing about the Mark III. I have heard that there are some autofocus issues with that one, so I wasn't even going to venture into that camera. I had been watching several videos specifically from Catherine Manning, formerly known as the Content Bug, and she highly recommended the Canon M50. And again, I turned to YouTube and did all the research for several months and found that it was a highly recommended camera for those. It's kind of like on the lower end of cameras for YouTube. It is not a DSLR, but it is mirrorless. I actually don't know what that means. I just know that for the past few weeks that I have been using it, I have thoroughly enjoyed it and have seen the difference in quality and specifically the difference in audio. And I hope that you guys have too, because I can use a lapel microphone that you see here, as well as a microphone that I have mounted up top that comes with something called a dead cat. Anyway, when you're outside and it's windy, it smooths over all the sound. The audio is a lot better, and I am just I'm thankful. When you're editing videos, and even when you consume a lot of content, you will hear the difference between someone's video who's using external audio and who's just using the camera audio. You'll notice it. All right, and then the last thing for lifestyle-ish business type stuff is I also subscribed to Epidemic Sound. It is a music hub, I guess you could say, where you can use music without getting a copyright strike on your channel. So it is licensed music. It does require either a monthly or an annual subscription. I think that the music that they offer for free in the YouTube studio is okay, but there's limits to it. There is new music being added to Epidemic Sound all the time, and it is amazing. And they have it broken down to the type of content that you create, which makes searching for music that is relevant to what you're putting out on the internet even easier to find. I feel like I'm only spending 10-15 minutes looking for something, and boom, I find it, and it's perfect. So if you are new to YouTube, I would honestly still stick with the YouTube library and find all of your free music, making sure that you're using music that says that you don't either have to give credit down at the bottom, and if you do have to give credit, make sure that you put the credit there in the description of your video. The great thing is with Epidemic Sound, you can register your channel with their platform so that your video doesn't get flagged for using that music, because you are a member, your account is linked, all of that stuff. You're not going to run into any of that trouble. So that's just another reason why I recommend it. All right, let's move on to some lifestyle stuff. So recently, I have really been focused on my nighttime routine, specifically my skincare. I have just noticed a lot of changes in the last year. I'm sure it has to do with age, but I have noticed that I've really needed to be focusing on the types of products that I'm using on my face, and not just makeup wise, but truly my skincare. And I was actually watching a video by my friend Jen Chapin, and you can find her channel over on YouTube. I'll also link it down below in the description, but she is just an awesome YouTuber, and I love all of her content. And she did a nighttime routine video where she shared some of the products that she was using on her skin, and I was like, I've got to try this. It doesn't seem very expensive. It seems accessible, affordable, all of those great things. And I was able to get it on Amazon, which was even better. So the first thing that she mentioned was the Eva Naturals Skin Clearing Serum with Vitamin C. This stuff, you guys, is just I can't even begin to tell you how awesome it is, but it is great. And my camera is gonna like blow out the back of this packaging. So let's just take a look at the packaging here. It does come in this sort of brown glass container, and it comes with a little dropper that you can see right there up at the top. It is fairly easy to apply, but it's actually very like more liquidy than I thought it was gonna be. But this is actually the first time I've tried a serum like this. It was only about $12 or $15 on Amazon, but you guys, this stuff, I put it on after I wash my face, but before my cream, and the cream is another thing. But this stuff has 20% vitamin C, 2% salicylic acid, 5% hyaluronic acid, 3.5, I need my reading glasses. This is just cruel that people put things in such tiny print on the bottles. But anyway, 3.5% niacinamide, I probably said that wrong, 2% retinol, and 10% MSM. I don't even know what that is. However, this stuff has truly, I feel like it has completely helped with the texture of my skin. I'm a little bit older. I have some mature skin. I'm 42. So for some reason, things have just changed this year, and I felt like my skin had a lot of texture, a lot of bumpiness. It's not perfect. I don't think that this is gonna be like the magical cure for my skin, but I have noticed a very, very, very big difference. Even Naturals has a bunch of different products available over on Amazon. I think they have a website as well. I'll check that out, but I have found most of their things over on Amazon, and for $12, this has been a game changer for my skincare. This is something I definitely recommend, and for 12 bucks, I don't think you're gonna find a serum that has all of this in it for that price. You're gonna have to buy like 5 or 6 different things to get this. Next up is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. This was another thing that was over on Jen Chapin's video, and I was like, I hadn't really bought anything from Neutrogena in a hot minute, and I just wasn't sure about the whole like water gel concept, but this stuff is so like lightweight and non-greasy. I'll just show you guys the packaging there, and my lights are really bright right now, but I hope you guys can see that. It is truly a gel. Like, I don't know if you guys can actually see that or not, but it's very, very lightweight. It's not thick like a heavy cream, and it's not gonna leave your face feeling like you just slapped 5 pounds of oil all over it. I put it on immediately, not immediately, maybe a minute or two after putting on the serum. Then I put on the water gel. This also says it has hyaluronic acid in it. Again, I feel like this has helped with my texture of my face. I feel like it's actually helped with brightening and smoothing things out. I don't know how to describe it. Like this one I got, this is the, what size is this container? The 1.7 ounce container. You can get a trial size as well, which I would recommend just to see how sensitive your skin is to it. I didn't have any issues as far as sensitivity. I want to say that this size was $24-ish, somewhere between like $18 to $25. I know the prices fluctuate over on Amazon, but you can also find this at any drugstore, probably also your grocery store. I think I've seen the smaller sizes available at the grocery store. This stuff, you guys, I love it. All right, so the next thing that I have really, really been loving is the 16-piece reusable makeup remover pads. I have to say, the fact that it came in its own bag was definitely a plus. I have been kind of looking at makeup remover pads, specifically these reusable ones, for quite a while, just because I don't like running out of things. And if 2020 has taught us anything, it is to get things that will last, and maybe not necessarily that you're going to depend on if they run out quickly. And makeup remover pads was one of those things. I like this because it was, I'm looking at the price today, it was $13.99 for 16 of these. I feel like the gray side is a little bit more rough, but the other side is so soft, you guys. I like to use this with my Clinique makeup remover, and it just wipes everything off so easily. It doesn't feel like you're scratching your face like you do with the cotton pads that are not reusable. And one of the things I love, other than the fact that you get to keep all of your pads in this little pouch right here, is that it also comes with a wash bag, which I really like. So you can just, I actually have this hanging inside the cabinet of my bathroom cabinet area, and I just put the used ones in here, and then when I get ready to wash them, I just close it up and toss it in the washer. I don't put it with my clothes though. I usually put it in a towel cycle because I'm kind of scared of what's going to be on these pads and what could transfer to my clothing. So that's just how I choose to wash them, but I really, really like these. And now I don't have to worry about running out of the disposable pads that you get from your grocery store. All right, so the last and final thing is honestly more of a lifestyle home type thing, is our Sam's Club membership. So recently, and of course Sam's Club is nothing new to anyone, but recently we got a standing freezer and we were like, okay, now that we have this space to store additional things, we can now finally go back to getting a membership over at Sam's Club. We had a membership there like maybe 5-7 years ago, and then when we just didn't have a deep freezer anymore, we didn't see the point of having the membership, because we do get a lot of things like meat and other frozen items. So now that we have that freezer, we jumped back into having a Sam's Club membership, and I absolutely love it. We're only going there about every 3 weeks or so right now, and honestly we might be able to stretch that out to a full 4 weeks this time around, because we really stocked up with our first few visits. But I just love having a stockpile of things. And again, back to 2020 and it being the, you know what, of a year, it has just taught us to be more prepared than ever for the unexpected. So as goofy as it sounds, yes, one of my favorite things is our Sam's Club membership. All right, everyone, that is it for today's favorites video. Leave a comment down below telling me what is something that you have been loving this season. I can't wait to hear. I'll be sure to leave links down in the description for everything that I mentioned in today's video. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave them down in the comments. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you're already subscribed, make sure that you click that red notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will see you in my next video. There's a plate back there because it is 1,000 degrees up here. Neutrogena Hydra I knew I was gonna mess that up.